There are many amazing tales from the field of microfinance, where small loans are making a big difference in the lives of the world's poor. Like Durga. Her first microloan allowed her to buy 2 pigs. Durga realized that with a bigger farm, she can earn a bigger income for her family. She now has 60 pigs and can send her daughters to school. Microfinance has allowed millions of stories like this to be told all over the world. But this is not a story about Durga. This is a story about the people who helped Durga. And it's a story about the need for having enough of the right kind of people to lead the growth of microfinance in the field. This is how it works. Each microfinance customer is connected to a branch office. Staff there are managed by an area manager. This area manager is managed by a regional manager, who at times is managed by a district manager. It's a typical pyramid structure that leads here, to headquarters, where senior leaders set strategy and make major organizational decisions. Business as usual, right? Not here. It is these middle managers in the field who are the backbone of their organizations. They deal with the complexity and unpredictability that is work on the front lines. What does this look like? Kulam needs to expand the business into a flood-ravaged, desperately poor, almost inaccessible part of his state. This is his first job, and he has never been away from his village. The religious leaders in Suresh's region are urging all of his clients to default on their loans. They claim that microfinance, especially the practice of lending to women, violates basic tenets of religious law. Then there's Jagadish. One of his customers ran away with the money from her loan. Her husband came to Jagadish's branch with their kids, demanding that he now take care of them. So who are these middle managers faced with such tasks? Many come from similar backgrounds as their customers. Some have college educations. Some have come up from the ranks as loan officers. Some got into microfinance because they wanted to help the poor. For others, this was the only job they can find, and they are all expected to play roles for which they may not be prepared. Not just to manage, but to lead from the middle.
Your responsibilities are much more. You are like a business head, Every aspect of the business, interaction with the government, managing people, managing crises, those things become important, and those skills are not there.
You have to be able to say that yes, I am going to create something out of this chaos, out of this nothing which is structured. You create something. You're able to live through that unstructuredness.
As the industry continues to grow, it is clear that there simply are not enough leaders for the field. It is almost ironic that in India, a country with 1 billion people, this human challenge is one of the biggest problems facing the sector right now.
We are standing at the brink of a huge explosion in terms of growth.
Growth is all about decision making, in my opinion, because numbers for us. I mean, we used to get scared. We used to say, we're adding 100 customers a day, and 100 soon became 1,000, and 1,000 will soon become 10,000. They're just numbers. It's basically you have to have people in places that are able to make decisions when something doesn't go as planned, and everyone has trust and faith that that decision is the right decision, and then the growth that takes care of itself.
These individuals, operating in middle management positions, are the key to the healthy growth of microfinance, and they need to have the right skills to meet this complex and dynamic environment. Unfortunately, the existing training for middle managers is not sufficient in this context. The microfinance environment requires innovative learning solutions that are low cost, scalable, and that support and develop the people who will lead microfinance into the future. Grameen Foundation, along with Continuum, Center for Creative Leadership, and Cocoon Consulting have laid the initial groundwork for a solution that meets this pressing need. Join our journey.